mistakes with financial statements. We'll talk about the mistakes that are most commonly made with them in general. The first one is not looking at the financial statements often enough. When they're often created, they're not looked at. And so they're not of actually use to the business owner in making decisions going forward. A big one is not understanding the difference between cash flow and profit. It's amazing how we alluded to this a bit earlier, where because business owners are looking for what did I really make or net, and they look to their profit and loss statement for that, 9 times out of 10 it's not exactly accurate, because there are things, very important things, that are missing from the profit and loss statement that are not missing from the cash flow statement. And as a result, they make decisions based on profit versus cash flow. And cash flow really will determine the lifeblood again of your business. So you really want to make decisions truly about, especially about expenses, based on that lifeblood, based on what's happening on your cash flow, as opposed to making decisions based on just your profit. They usually don't actually know what to look for in each report. So they don't know why they're looking at their balance sheet. They don't know how detailed to make the profit and loss statement, because they really don't know what to get from each one of them. And that's part of the purpose of this course, is to clear that up forever. Now, we can't make you experts in reading these statements, but we can put you on a path of reading them so often that you end up developing your own mastery and expertise, and being able to have your staff be cognizant of your competence in truly understanding what's going on in your business so you make better decisions. Utilizing automatic import functions in the accounting software and blindly accepting the classing and accounting placement decisions that the software makes. So a lot of times you have a lot of fancy programs like QuickBooks or QuickBooks Online, and it'll automatically work with your bank account and just download everything for you and make it nice and easy. Well, many times those software programs do not accurately allocate every one of your deposits or every one of your checks or transactions into your system properly. So if you simply just accept them the way they are, the way they imported, chances are they'll have lots and lots of error and create a situation in which your interpretation of the information will be flawed. And we want to do everything in our power to avoid that. And then finally, confusing or non-standard naming in your chart of accounts. This is where you're going to have accounts on your reports that don't really make any sense, and you have to ask questions or dig deeper to actually find out, quote unquote, what that is. If I have to ask, what is that on a profit and loss or a balance sheet on a business I'm looking to buy? Discount. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for things that are non-standard, that are probably error prone, that I'm looking to get a discount on. If you have those things, then you're going to have a problem, one, interpreting the information effectively, because you're going to have to find out and ask more, and that wastes time and effort. Whereas having clear, concise, sensible, and gap appropriate chart of accounts names and numbering will make your reports much easier for you to read and much easier for